Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Lokitholr JP400, the world's most compact jump starter with air compressor. Has Connect Max technology, 2500 peak amps, 8.5 liter gas, 6.5 liter diesel. This is a 12 volt starter. Here is the list of specifications on the side if you are interested. And that's pretty much it. There really isn't much else to see about it as far as what it says on the box. Balls, bicycles, motorcycles, vehicle, emergency air, inflation, tire pressure detection, preset values, auto stopping, unit switching, and I looked on the Amazon site, and this does have all the reverse polarity, spark protection, overheat, under temperature protections. So let's get it out of the box and let's see what it looks like. Also has an LED in it, of course. There's a picture of it on the side of the interior box. And here we go. Here is the device itself, and that is mighty small for an air compressor and jump starter. Here's our 12 volt outlet that we hook the jumper cables to. On this end is our light. That's where our hose connects to. I'm assuming there are a spot to connect, to charge your phone or anything else going on right there. So let's see what else we get with it. Here's a set of instructions. Now, when I looked on the Amazon website, I could not see any claims about the air compressor other than 150 amp peak pressure. They didn't say, we'll inflate, a certain size tire in a certain amount of time. If there's something like that in here, I'm kind of scrolling through and looking for it. But these things are for emergency inflation. They're not to pump your 37-inch tires from 10 psi back to 28 after you're done rock crawling. That's not really what these are for. I'll scroll through these instructions real quick. But you know me, I'm not big on reading instructions. But we'll figure out how to work it and we'll see what it does. So, and the reason I was interested in this one is because it does look like it might be small enough to pack on a motorcycle or in a very small spot otherwise. And secondly, because I watched another video where the person was claiming that none of these things have the battery they claim and will do what they claim. And so far, I have to admit, that has not been my experience with them. Here's the jumper cables themselves. They're a little on the short side, but considering how small this is, I don't really see that to be a problem. Clamps are nice and have a lot of spring pressure, which I like. Here is the inflation hose. Again, I'm not really concerned if this is really short because of how small the device itself is. Now, that looks like it might be, 18 inches long? I would say 18 inches long. That's a pleasant surprise. And then we got our little box of inflators for mattresses and balls and things like that. Let's turn it on and let's see how much charge is in it. And I'll probably have to immediately take it and charge it. See if we can turn the light on. Yep, there's the light. See, yep, it has the typical strobe. And of course, it's going to do SOS too. So I'm going to put this on the charger for a few hours just to make sure it really is fully charged. And then we'll give it a test. The specs for the USB ports, both input and output, are 5 volts at 3 amps. So 15 watts is right on the nose. And if I failed to mention it, these are $129 and change over at Amazon. And there is a 30% off coupon code on the Amazon product page. And if I can get any other amount off of it, any other code for you guys, I'll put it down in the comment section below. Okay, it has now been plugged in for about 3 hours and it's showing fully charged, so let's go give it a test. So Lokitholr does claim that the JP400 will start an 8.5 liter gas engine or a 6.5 liter diesel engine. I don't have either of those at my disposal today. What I do have is a 4.2 liter inline 6 gas engine, and that's what we're going to be trying it on. Now, this battery is not discharged. I keep it disconnected when I'm not using it, or I keep a maintainer on it So it is not discharged, but you know what? We'll figure something out. We'll figure out a way to test it. This is a smart charger, and there is a way to bypass it. So its normal method is you simply connect it up. The jump starter recognizes that there is a discharged battery connected, usually after 10 seconds, and then it tells you to go ahead. It's ready to do it, ready to jump the vehicle. You crank it, it starts, and that's all you do. But there is a way to put it into dumb mode, where it just puts the power to the clamps no matter what, and we're going to be testing that. But first, let's connect this up and let's see if it recognizes that there is a battery connected and is willing to jump start. So I'm going to connect the battery and going to connect the jump starter, and let's see what it says. Let's plug it in. Can only plug in one way. If I didn't mention it, there are indicators along the top of this for too hot, too cold, reverse polarity, one cable bad, the other cable bad. There's indicators on this thing for just about everything. So confirm the starting voltage of the car is 12 volts. It is. Connect positive and negative poles, wake it up, and wait for automatic detection. So we're going to do that. So it is connected. Let me make sure we can see that. Bright out today, so I can't. So we're going to wake it up by pressing the power button. And in 10 seconds, it's supposed to say, and it's counting down, 5, 4, that's counting down fast. It says 0, 12.7 volts. And the green light here is telling me it's ready for me to start the vehicle, which I already know. So, and it will, the battery will start it. But what I want to see is if it will start it with no battery. Because what if somebody steals your battery? What if your battery is stone dead and will not start no matter what? Power it off. Let's connect it up just to the cable, like that. Let's power it on. Telling me 45 on there. I don't know what 45 means. 4.5? So I'm getting the warning indicator, restart the device or contact after sale. So let me turn it off again. Let me turn it back on. Okay, it does not like the fact that I do not have a battery in line with it. Let's try boost start. After waking up the device, so we're going to wake up the device, press and hold mode for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it clicked, it showed voltage on there. So it says connected up to the negative electrode. And the car can now be started. Okay, note that the battery is completely disconnected from the vehicle, and I have the distributor disconnected, so it will not start, so this will just be the jump starter. I don't want to beat my starter up or pump too much fuel into the vehicle, but I think it's pretty obvious that would start it. It still shows 15 volts. Whoops, it still shows 15.3 volts, and they say pressing mode will temporarily turn this off. So let's press mode. It's now off. It's still showing full charge. So I don't think there's any doubt that would have started this vehicle. These are the new 195/75/14 tires I'm planning on putting on my old Mustang restoration project, and they were just mounted, balanced, and put on yesterday. And I know what you guys are going to type down there. It's a lot harder to pump a tire up when the weight of a vehicle is sitting on it. I know that, but this is what I got now, and this is what we're going to test it on. I'm going to take a valve core out, and I'm going to let it all the way down, and we'll pump it all the way back up to whatever I think the correct pressure is. Time it back up. Also, I have not recharged it since I just cranked the Jeep, so it'll be like it's been sitting in your vehicle for a couple months maybe. So I'm on PSI. 0 PSI is what it's reading because I had the valve core out, obviously. So I don't want to go to 44. I only want to run these up to about 32. Oh, we'll go 36 because just for fun. We're going to go start, okay? Right? And it is, I've got my watch up, I'm watching the time. We're right at about the 60-second mark. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. 3-minute mark. 4-minute mark. 5 minutes. 6 minutes, and we lost a bar off the battery meter. What is this, 8 minutes? And it shut off, and with the temperature mark on it. So I'm going to let it cool down. All right, I meant to let this cool off for about 20 or 30 minutes. Then a crew showed up at my house to remove a dead tree. And while they were here, a buddy of mine showed up and wanted to BS. And I don't remember the time, but that's what it is now. Let's see if this can finish the job of pumping this up. So I'm going to turn it on. Saying 28.5, I think it was 29 when we shut it off, wasn't it? Only got 2 out of 4 bars of battery left, and it had been on that for a bit, so let's see if she'll go. So there's the time. It was right up at the 12 of the second hand. Oops, sorry, there it is. It was all right, I walked outside, but it stopped again. Oh, it stopped at 36, 35.9. So there you go. That took another, what, 2 minutes probably? It would have been 2.5 now, but I walked out when it stopped. So not bad. The only other thing I wanted to show you guys is what the temperature is out here. All right, so it is currently, well, it's almost 100 degrees in here, really. Yeah, 99 degrees Fahrenheit in here. Try a couple other places. 99. What's the actual metal walls? 110 on the metal walls. Warmer today than I thought it was, but this is supposed to have an 8,000 milliamp hour battery in it. You know, for such a small device, it cranked the Jeep motor for what, about 10 seconds, easily enough to jump start it 2 or 3 times. Of course, it's not really that hard of an engine to start. And then it pumped this tire all the way up from 0 to 36. It did have to have a cool down, and you know, that's okay. And for a very small package starter, jump starter, and compressor, I didn't think that was very bad at all. So $129 and change at Amazon. There's a 30% coupon on their page. If I can get another coupon from Lokitholr, I will put it down below. And you know what? For what it is, if this was twice the size, I would say, meh. But you know what? That thing's really small. You could easily put that in a saddlebag on a motorcycle and not even know it's there. Impressive for the size, I think. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thanks for watching, and thanks to Lokitholr for sending this out. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.